welcome back to Red Dead Weapons. Today, we're going to be doing the Model 1878 Colt Hammer Shotgun. IRL, this gun is better known as a coach gun, or whatnot you want to call it. These guns were popular in the American West as a shotgun messenger. Shotgun riders and wagons and such became known as a coach gun for that very reason. These guns were usually cut down to a barrel length from 18 inches to 24 inches in length, and that were placed side by side. Now, in game, this gun is very popular. It's very popular to this day, especially in cowboy action shooting, whatnot, and even in India. Because in India, this shit's considered fucking royalty. And if you own you bring a double-barrel shotgun to certain parts of India, it'll be considered royalty. This gun was first designed in the 1850s, is used up to the present day. Now, these guns come in 2 calibers, so there's probably more now. Then they came in 10 and 12 gauges. 12 gauge more common. 10 gauge, well, ask Bob Ollinger what a 10 gauge will do to you, because it kept the change in them. This gun utilizes a break action loading style. Pretty much, you toggle that little swig right there between the two hammers. That pops the barrel open and you load in both hammers. This is also known as a rabbit ear trigger because these look like rabbit ears, and my dad grew up shooting them. Now, these guns were originally used by the Wells Fargo Company for shotgun riders and guarded gold shipments to California, and for self-defense. Though the guard was called a shotgun messenger, little fun fact here, the term riding shotgun was not coined until 1919, and shotgun messengers guarded express shipments and not stagecoaches, but that's just a little historical know-how. Anyway, there's not really a generic or traditional version of this, so there's tons of like models you can go with. I'm just going off the Model 1878 Colt Hammer style of the shotgun. There's a lot of variants in making it. It pretty much is just a generic term, if you will, for this coach gun. I mean, these guns actually also came in varying lengths from like I said, 18 to 24 inches versus the 20 and 36 inches for standard bird hunting guns. And these were either made by the factory itself or by owners and gunsmiths cutting down the barrels. Now, these shotguns were produced. The external hammers were produced by Remington Arms, Ithaca, Colts Manufacturing Company, Parker LC, Smith, and several Belgian makers. Contrary to popular belief, Wells Fargo shotguns were not purchased by local agents prior to 1900. They were purchased from San Francisco gun dealers because Wells Fargo used to be located in San Francisco, and after 1900 and from 1908 to 1920, thereabout, Wells Fargo shotguns were made by Ithaca. Now, these guns are legendary in Old West lore. Like, for example, Doc Holliday took a 10-gauge Whitney Moore & Company coach gun and shot Tom McLaury point blank in the chest at the OK Corral with buckshot. Frank Stillwell was shot with a 10-gauge coach gun by Wyatt Earp. If you don't know who Frank Stillwell is, in the movie Tombstone, he kills Morgan Earp, or Virgil Earp, I forget, or Virgil Earp, one of the two. I think it was Morgan he shoots. And the funny thing about Frank Stillwell, his brother was actually a U.S. Marshal at the time, and when he heard about it, his brother tried to avenge him, but he decided not to because his brother Frank was kind of a dickhead. Anyway, and also, Wyatt then proceeded to use that set of coach gun to kill Curly Bill Brocious at Iron Springs, and no, it was not at a river when they shot him, contrary to the belief in Tombstone. In reality, they shot him in the middle of a desert, cactus-ridden place called Iron Springs. Though there's also other account where they actually use Greener shotguns, which is a British weapon company. If you're looking to get a modern make on this gun, they're made by E.R. Armentino, sold as Stoger in Brazil, IZH Bacal in Russia, which is now being distributed by Remington under the name Spartan Gunworks, Huglo Arms Co. in Turkey, Khan and Diamond in Turkey, and there's a fuck ton of Chinese knockoffs, mainly through Century International Arms, Interstate Arms Corp. Also, never buy the Marinco 1897 trench guns. Those will give you lead poisoning. Like I said before, though, these guns are really popular in cowboy action shooting. If you don't know what cowboy action shooting is, these guns, they're pretty much cowboy action shooting. It's like a throwback and nod to the historical timepiece of the American West, because it's very popular. It's American Arcana, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it's just real popular. There's in competitions all the way in England and whatnot. Though England's gun laws don't really exist. And it's a shame because you just got a bunch of dicks with knives. Unlike Ireland. Though, Ireland's. Oh shit, you can actually see the... looking at both barrels of that son of a bitch right there. Though, I mean, like I said, with cowboy action shooting, they're really popular for that, and like you just go, pretty much. I've seen some of those competitions. I've watched them in person, and they pretty much you got to get the quickest time, most accurate. It's fun. It's fun shit to do. But other uses for this gun in modern day is when hunting grouse, woodcock, rabbit and hare, and wild pig and scrub bush or marshland, where the over 24-inch barrels are quite unwieldy. Though the modern Coachgun has a lot of configurations suitable for the previous stated cowboy action shooting competitions and hunting. Because Coachguns are similar to sawed-off shotguns, usually you have to have a license or like a permit to use them. But if they're made before 1898, you can buy them because they're considered antique by then or whatnot. In places like Australia and New Zealand, the lengths require a minimum length of 30 inches, no less, or else it is considered a bit shorter than a pistol, which... Well, actually, let me repeat. New Zealand actually needs it to have a minimal overall length of 30 inches. Anything shorter is considered a pistol, with no minimal barrel length in Australia, requiring an 18-inch barrel and a 30 overall inch length. In the UK, however, shotguns are, because gun laws in England are a fucking joke and don't exist. I understand why fucking people want to come to America most of the time. They just want to be able to shoot guns and shit. I don't blame them. Other countries' gun laws are fucking jokes. Just look at Canada's. It's not even in their constitution on a fucking gun. Just bullshit. Fucking libs. Anyway. In the UK, however, you need a shotgun certificate, which means you gotta go through a bunch of paperwork and shit, I'm guessing, because I don't really know much about British firearm laws, other than that fact that you can't own shit, other than maybe a BB gun. You even have to have a license to own a BB gun. These shotgun certificates also include what length of the barrel of the shotgun need to be, and are more stringent than the firearm certificate. Though these guns you buy there tend to have internal hammers as opposed to the additional external hammer. Yeah. Pretty much that's just the overall history behind that double barrel shotgun here. Now, in game, it shoots 2 rounds. You can use slugs, buckshot, incinerate buckshot, incinerate and explosive slugs. The bead sight, without the little sight here, with this little rear sight, this pretty much makes it look like a Luftwaffe thrilling shotgun. I mean, this is just a custom sight added onto it, really. I mean, I couldn't really find a picture of this having a actual like little iron sight at the back other than this bead sight. But overall, this gun is completely accurate, period. Very popular, really. Mainly used for home defense and whatnot and all that jazz. I mean, shit. In game, this gun has the most damage out of most of the shotguns. Point blank range, this gun will demolish your shit. Like, it will just demolish anything, really. Like for instance, this guy right here. He's just about to get his day fucking wrecked. Massive hole in his chest right there. Like, look at the size of this gaper. Like, look at that shit. Like, you can even blow up this dude's arm. This is how potent this shotgun is. Well, shotguns are potent in general, but as you can see, the loading mechanism here as well. hit that little breech, little toggle there, little lever there, and you just open the barrel, load 2 slugs, and shut it shut. Yeah, this gun it just demolishes anything. Like, look at this dude's shriveled arm. Look at the bone and guts splitting out and whatnot. I mean, if you're a queasy person, I wouldn't recommend watching that. But hey, it just shreds, just shreds. Anyway, overall, this gun is completely accurate to the period. Quite popular, really. And compared to say a pump, has slightly more damage, just less range and accuracy, though honestly the fire rate's a lot quicker. Personally, I prefer the pump 5 rounds compared to the 2 here, all that jazz. But in terms of range, though, I get a shot in the mouth. Pretty much good overall choice if you're looking to wreck shit. Anyway, thank you all for watching this quick video. Red Dead Weapons. I don't really have anything planned for new Red Dead Weapons unless they add something new, like the Buffalo. Well, I've already done the Buffalo rifle by using the in-game mallet, the tree over by Shady Bell and whatnot. But actually, you know what? Actually, I could probably do a thing about scopes. The scopes in this game and how accurate they are. Anyway, though, next episode for Red Dead Weapons will be discussing the historical accuracy of scopes in this time period. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Good luck out there, and peace. Stay tuned for more, and just know I'm about to shred the fuck out of the whole scope thing in this game because, little hint here, they weren't that fucking common. But anyway, stay tuned for that. You're gonna watch me shred the fucking Carcano again. And all of its bullshit. Anyway, bye-bye.